All right, so here we are in Brisbane. I'm in town to do the masterclass. And what's really exciting is today we've got the in-person workshop. And what I'm doing, the members don't know this yet, but I'm providing a surprise gift, which is a one-shot camera bag. And inside it, thanks to our sponsor, Kodak, they're not sponsoring this YouTube show, by the way, but they get a free roll of film too. So in my opinion, this is what adds that community feeling. Yeah, they get a bag, it's a nice surprise. And I also write some handwritten cards as well. So these are all the little things that I feel really make a big difference. Getting a handwritten letter now it's almost unheard of, actually. I'll show you how I wrap this up. Bit of brown paper. I guess interesting fact is that I had a clothing brand a number of years ago, and this is how we used to wrap the clothing brand. It was probably 10 years ago. And I just loved how, I guess, like simple it was, but also it felt like a human had wrapped it up. I'm one of those people that, okay, you can get your Louis Vuitton bags and it comes in a box and ribbons and all this type of stuff, but personally to me, it doesn't have that real human feeling about it. Whereas this, I feel, is the perfect reflection of like one shot and, you know, the community element and that human touch. You almost feel like Santa Claus. And then I've got the string. This is actually quite a fun part. And then the icing on the cake is the one-shot stamp. Whooshka! Let's go. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the workshop today because we're doing a lot of webinars associated with the masterclass, but the real action, you know, happens in person. This is where everyone gets to work with the athletes and the models, and you know, this is where the magic really comes together. All the stuff that we've been teaching, now you can implement into the workshop. So I'm going to be teaching them today how to essentially shoot like a Nike campaign. So, you know, this is where there's a lot of opportunity in the market, working with brands. You know, that's where a lot of the money is. So this is what I'm trying to teach photographers, is where the opportunities are and how to conduct these type of photo shoots. You know, a lot of it comes down to communication, making sure you choose the right locations. You know how to direct the models and the athletes as well, once you do get the opportunity. Wow. 24 bottles I'll do. All right, thanks a lot. Got to keep the crew hydrated. I think 31 degrees in Brisbane. I spend way too much money on Ubers. If I went through my history, what I've spent over 12 months, I'd hate to see the results. Oh my gosh. To be honest, like, because it's so hot right now, and this is a nice ice cold matcha, this is top three matchas I've ever had. For real, this is actually really good. And I've probably had 5 matchas my whole life, but top 3 for sure. Oh, Nate, big dog. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Sick.
Yeah, place is crazy, right? Eggs Benny, baby. Look at that.
Holidays for days.
Whoosh. What was that? You want to say something? So this is one of my favorite locations just in general, I'd say, in Australia. Number one, I love boxing gyms, and the reason why I've chosen this is just the grit and the natural light that comes through. There's a boxing gym upstairs, there's one downstairs, and you know, there's a lot of vintage posters, a lot of character. So that's what I'm looking for when I'm location scouting. I'm always kind of going for that Nike, you know, hip hop feeling, and this place definitely has it. There you go, no worries. Merry Christmas. Here you go, bro.
Oh, Jesus, mate, it's like Christmas time.
It is Christmas, man. Call me Santa Claus. You don't have to do a full-on location scout, but even just imagine if you're coming here by yourself for the first time, just having a a play with the light. You know, like I mentioned too, like this is where I would even like test out some of your settings. Yeah. Obviously there's like not going to be a person there, but you can get a bit of a sense of how bright certain sections are. Yeah. All right, now I want everyone to pull out their camera. I want you to look at your camera for a good 10 seconds. Have a good look at it. Your camera really has the power to change your life and other people's lives. Through your camera, you can tell powerful stories. You can make people cry. You can bring a lot of joy. You can travel the world through your camera. When I first started photography, I never thought that I'd actually be able to turn it into a career. And I've had the dream life. And it's because of a camera and believing in myself, taking risks, and just going for it. Because that's one thing I'm trying to encourage here in Australia. After I spent a bit of time in America, I realized, it's the tall poppy syndrome that we have here, the small town mentality. It really does get in the way. So that's the point of the masterclass too, is that I want to really encourage you to dream big. What we're going to do is we're going to split into groups of 2. So it'll be 6 with me, and I'm going to be working with Damaro, and then 6 with Casey, and she's going to be with Vanessa. I'm going to be focusing on portraits and storytelling, and Casey's going to be doing a lot more action and some branding style content as well. Because I think that's one thing, I really am trying to push with the masterclass is you feel confident in getting some like paid jobs with brands and you know how to tackle it. That's the whole point with the masterclass. Take advantage of picking all of our brains today. I know the models are going to be busy doing their thing, but between Casey, myself, and Nate, really make the most of asking as many questions as you can. And looking back at the camera, hip slightly tilted. That's it. Do you even hear just how Nate's directing him?
If you have looked at some of your stuff, if I think I can do better next time, even better, because no one's going to be perfect on everything that came out of the camera from today.
One shot.